So I think I've just plugged my combine header. I think it's plugged. No, it didn't look like this. It was way
spread. I seen what it looked like. I saw it.
So you had a little breakdown today. Did you plan that?
I'll put it against any other company.
Whoa, Dad saved the day of harvest. Now back in the spot that I had left, which is good. I dumped in the truck right before coming here, so I may be able to make it to the end without dumping. That would be the ideal scenario. Although I don't know for sure. We'll see. Trevor said he dumped at the very end and he was pretty full, and he pulled maybe 60 extra bushels. So now I'm very, very full of grain, and I'm only really halfway done with this pass, so I'm going to slowly make my way to the truck because there are wheat swaths on either side of me and the grain cart can't get in. Uncle Chris just radioed and asked who this was. I'm like, me.
Nate, how full are you? They're still filling the front of the truck. Okay, I was just wondering if you have room for that, for kids to move in. Yeah, I do. I need you to come with me, Nate.
I probably got it loaded as much as it can be. In fact, I wouldn't know if it was coming off the back a little bit just there. Trevor radioed to my dad and said that his combine has something going on, like the belt was somehow up on it a little bit. So my dad went and checked it out. And I think that that might be why my dad's getting an extra person.
We gotta take this and work on this a little bit at the shop. I don't think the belts, when they put them across, were tightened up where the joiners are. So some of them come off and there's a couple more that are ripped and they look loose.
Ooh, that's not a good thing. So Trevor's combine has to head to the shop now. And I think Trevor's probably running my dad's combine, which is very cool. He'll get to try one with tools out. But gosh, it's so good that Trevor picked that up immediately because sometimes things like that are hard to notice.
Well, I don't know. I see the other ones are loose. Or some of them are. The ones that, some of them that still got nuts on them.
So now there's only 2 combines in the field, just Trevor and I. Just kind of fun. I'm now going to unload in the truck. I'll load a little bit more on the front and then I'll have to move to the back.
Luke, do you have a dump on you? No, I'm empty.
I'm just realigning here because I don't think I lined up very well to start with. This should be better. Yes, definitely. So I'll fill a little bit right here and then I'll move forward, fill a little bit more, and then now I'll move to the back of the truck. So there was a big breakdown today because the combine's completely out of the field. My combine even could have had a breakdown because of the oil. How many gallons does it hold?
Like 15.
Oh wow. This is my first time ever changing a combine's oil.
Don't spill it, just hold it.
This is not the best harvesting day by far. Now that I've finished unloading, I'll drive away from the truck, put my auger back, and go back to my wheat swath. I just put my auger out because I'll need to unload in the grain cart on this pass. My grain tank has a full buzzer.
Look, there's an auger out.
So Trevor's combine's right next to me, and we're both headed on south passes. Gotta get going to get the cart under my auger. Forward. Our grain cart driver, Lucas, is starting to watch behind him a lot more while he's dumping, and I think that's helping to improve his tractor driving because you really can't match speed from the mirrors. You've got to look at how fast the combine's moving in order to tell. And now my grain tank's almost empty, so that's a really good thing. Now I finished unloading, so I'm going to shut the grain off and put my auger back. Good to go. So now he can go behind my combine and maybe unload Trevor if Trevor needs it, but I'm not sure he will. I now just finished the pass around the coulee and I'm roading currently to the grain cart to unload and then roading back to the bins for dinner. Alright, sounds good, thank you.
I'll go pick up you.
Lucas, you've got to move the cart further away from the swath. I'm excited. Here we've got our yellow grain auger set at our neighbor's grain bin. And then we've got the trucks over here. I just idled my combine down in turtle speed and we'll wait for it to cool off a little bit and then head to dinner. Looks like Dad's bringing the combine back to the field. So you had a little breakdown today. Could you explain that?
I wouldn't say it was a breakdown necessarily.
What happened with your combine?
You can't really see them. Basically, a bunch of the little bolts that hold the whole belt together were loose. And they came apart over right in this corner.
Okay.
Yep.
And then
so it was like flopping up and
the belt
on
was
the ground. Yeah, it came off the rollers.
Oh, that's not a good
Just
thing
a little
then.
bit.
So then you radioed to my dad and he came.
Yeah,
And
then he went back to his house and got the washers to put on the thing.
Yes. And you got to drive this combine.
I did.
So how did you like driving the combine with duals?
Not even close to as good.
No?
Mine just holds a special place in my heart, you know.
Yeah, it is your first
just never gonna
combine
be the same.
you've driven.
What's the project?
So, you didn't like it as much. So you think you might have the second best combine on the harvesting team?
I didn't even come close to saying that. No, I mean to the moon and back, mine's just the best there is.
I don't think it's
I'd say the best in the, what is this, the Golden Valley, Diamond Valley or something like that?
Golden Triangle?
Golden Triangle.
Oh, that's a pretty big statement
It's
there.
the best in the Golden Triangle.
Ooh, people might be coming after you for that.
I'll pit it against any other company.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
So now Dad gets to run his combine again. How do you feel about that?
Okay. These connectors came apart because the belt I didn't do, somebody forgot to tighten these. And so it started coming apart.
Okay. And all it took was retightening them?
Well, yeah, nuts and bolts, tighten them up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get going. Bye. Now the little truck is dumping into the grain auger and we're augering wheat into the bin. So I think I've just plugged my combine header. I was just starting this swath and it was super big in the beginning and it was very stacked. So I tried to go in as slow as possible, but the stack just completely fell in. And then my combine started making a really weird noise. So my dad told me to stop and he's come to help. I think it's plugged. I went as slow as physically possible.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta break it a little bit, Kate. Lift it up, spread it out so it's not plugging. Right here, there.
No, it didn't look like this. It was way
I seen
spread out.
what it looked like. I saw.
It wasn't like these beginnings. I don't plug on those. Ooh. Whoa. And that's a lot of green wheat too. There has been some green in here. No way. Did you just save me from a plug, Dad?
Yeah.
Whoa. Dad saved the day of harvest for... Whoa. There's no way.
I'm telling you, this is really, really heavy.
Or is it still plugged, do you think?
That sounds like the feeder house is plugged.
How do you reverse it? No. That means digging. So we're increasing our concave to a really high amount. Can you just tell by the sound?
Your combine sounds different than mine.
Oh, with the ticking noise. Darn it.
I don't know that it's plugged. I don't know what's going on. I want to kick the weed off and open up the doors and see what's going on. Hop out.
Do I need to shut it down? Where are you headed? So this is 2 combine breakdowns today. What do you do if the feeder house is plugged?
Get in the thing so I can get.
Some what?
You should have some alarms. Get in, get in, get in.
I didn't know if I could stand out. Why aren't there alarms?
That sounds good.
That part, it doesn't sound like that bang, 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 that. Well, I don't know. I have the AC off, so I don't hear a lot of this. Like, when I have this going, it's harder to hear.
It's a feeder house somewhere, but I don't know what it is. But we're gonna run it anyway. So.
Can you take part of it to see that it's good?
Lucas, can you come down here and dump me?
So, just keep running it.
Do you think it's unplugged?
Yeah, run it.
But this part's not going in.
It needs to feed wheat, Kate. It's just sitting there. Yeah.
Okay.
Just be careful with it, because this is anytime you got disturbed wheat like this, like that bottom right down in that second row over. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know,
Slow.
because all of that is probably right here.
Work it a little bit. Pick your head up a little bit. Make it drag it around a little bit.
Yeah.
Just be careful with it so we can keep these running.
So my dad says it's unplugged. Take my park brake out. We'll see. Yep, and he unplugged it, so he worked magic. So thank goodness I didn't have it too plugged. Now my dad has to road back down to his swath. We have just finished combining for the evening. I did not plug it up again, so that is super great. And we had a nice sunset tonight as well, as you can see. Trevor and my dad just got out of their combines. Dad's finally waving. So technically I had 2 breakdowns today, which is not the best. Probably the most breakdowns I've ever had in a day, but we got going quickly after them, so it's not too bad after all. The sunset is so beautiful tonight. Well, we finished harvest for the day.
It doesn't matter.
We almost got done with this field, not quite.
Basic though too. It's gonna be like 10 minutes in the morning.
Not quite 10, maybe a little
Well,
more.
okay, not 10. But
That might be an exaggeration.
It wasn't. It was.
But we're almost done, so that's kind of correct.
Feels
does
like
that mean
though.
Well, today is officially over. We've got to go home and start harvest the next day, tomorrow. That would be nice. Hopefully we'll get it done. We may or may not.
We'll get a good amount of it done.
If we run all day and don't have any
We'll get a good
breakdowns,
amount of it done.
that would be good, because my combine had 2
Yeah,
breakdowns.
no breakdowns. Yeah.
Yours had 1.
Small one. Small
Yeah.
one. Quick fix, but yeah, it did. It did.
But none of the breakdowns were combine air.
Yeah, we haven't had.
Except
we haven't
mine.
really had a serious one yet.
No, so, well, I mean, the tire was a little bit serious.
Fixed it in a couple hours.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
So we
Didn't
haven't,
slow us down that much.
no, exactly. We've been pretty lucky because we haven't had something put us out for any
No
lengthy amount of
fires.
time.
That's wonderful.
That's a big plus.
Yeah.
That was scary last
Huge
year.
win. Huge
I don't know if
win.
you watched my massive Montana field fire video, but that was intense.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.